What's up, everyone? Welcome back with a review of a frog, or in this case a rat I should say, the bass rat from Scum Frog. Been fishing it, catching fish on it. I'll tell you a little bit about how it works, the action, and more importantly the price. Really low price, awesome price. We'll talk about it now. Thanks everyone for watching. As you know, we do a lot of unboxing videos, we do a lot of reviews down the line after I fish the stuff, and that's what we're doing here with the Scum Frog Bass Rat. So this is a redesigned bait. It's a frog style bait, but it looks just like a rat. So I've done a couple videos when I first got this, and then when they came out with the limited edition color that came out for Halloween. But I really got to fish it a lot more recently, and there's some things that I really like about it and some things that I don't like about it, but it does catch fish. So I'll break it down for you. The number one thing I like about this is these are very affordable frogs. The Scum Frog baits are made in America. So as a result, you know, there's no tariffs, there's no importing, there's no distributors, so they're very inexpensive. We're talking $7 for these, which is more than fair, you know, especially if you've priced out the price of a frog from other brands. You know, you're talking 11, 12 bucks, which is crazy. You know, granted, you don't really lose a lot of frogs. You know, you could fish them and catch a lot of fish on one bait, but that's still a lot of money for a frog, or again, a rat in this case. So $7, very good price, really like that. I like that it's different too. It's just got a single long strand. I trimmed on this one right here, but I like that, it's different. So what that does is you can actually get this bait to walk really well, and it has that single tail, so it kind of slithers. The downside is it is a little hard to get it to walk, but it will walk really well with the right setup. So for instance, instead of a standard frog rod that I normally would use, like a extra heavy or heavy, I've been using it on a medium heavy. This is a Phoenix Feather. I mean, there's a lot of really good ones. I'll take that back. This is actually a heavy, but Phoenix is actually a little bit lighter typically. So for instance, most of the time for frogs, I use an extra heavy, which is more like a heavy. So I went down to a heavy, which is more like a medium heavy. So that's gonna allow you to work the bait and walk the bait a lot better, just have it a little more tip. Once you get that dialed in with lighter line, I also have 30-pound Tactics on here. This is Seaguar Tactics braid versus the 40 or 50 that I typically use. So going down a size of line and a little bit lighter rod, you can really get that bait to walk. Originally, I just fished it on my normal frog rod, and it was a little tricky to get it to walk. But once you get the right setup and you can do it, it has a really, really good action, and it really catches fish. I've been using a lot of different colors. You know, you can see the blacks and the whites are kind of the main ones that I use right here. But then they have some other kind of brighter ones like the Calico Rat and Pinky. So some kind of crazy colors, and then your kind of more natural colors. So there's a lot of colors to choose from. And again, the price is great, so you know, definitely you can pick up a couple of them. Now, I got one more negative for you, and granted, I did catch a lot of fish on this, but the tail came out of this one. This is the field mouse. I haven't yet put that tail back into it. It came out, it was basically hanging out, so I pulled it out and I have to put it back in. So that may just be because I was catching a lot of fish that were choking it really deep, you know, nice quality fish, you know, 4-pounders, things like that. So I'm gonna repair that one, but for now it is kind of out of commission, but it's something you can definitely do. I just didn't have the right, you know, pliers and tools to feed that skirt back into there. It's basically like a bunch of skirts, but that's actually what it is. It's actually like a tied up skirt, and I just have to figure out a way to get it back into that small hole. I will do it because I really like this color. I really like how well it was working and how many fish I was catching. So definitely I will fix that just as I can. The other thing is about this frog that you'll notice is it's a really soft frog. And I keep calling it a frog. I know it's a rat, but I mean, it's the same thing. So you can see how soft that is. So it collapses. I mean, you hook the fish that bite. I don't know if I missed a single fish. I mean, besides like really little ones that came up and splashed it. I mean, everyone was hooked. As soon as I set back, they were drilled. It was a perfect hooking percentage. You know, they ate it. They got hooked perfectly with these sharp hooks. So really a good design as far as the softness of the body. Again, the durability, and this could just be because I caught a bunch of fish on it. It's not totally bad, I would say. I mean, this happens with a lot of different frogs, and I just gotta fix it and keep using it. But that's the field mouse, that's the one I was catching the most fish on. It really does work. I like the price again, so it doesn't, even if you catch 10 or so fish on it, that's a pretty good deal if it's $7, but I still can repair this. So that's just kind of the good and bad. You know, I like the softness, I love the price. The durability may be a little bit of a question, and it does take time to, or the proper setup to get it to walk properly. The other thing is it's not a very good frog for thick mats, just because it's a lighter frog. You know, it's not like a really heavy one, so it doesn't, they just wouldn't come up, they didn't really notice it on really thick stuff. But that sparser stuff, grass lines, even open water, it was perfect. And it's got that frog look and that rat look at the same time. Really like it. And again, cannot stress it enough. $6.99, great price for it, and it does catch fish. So that's the honest, good and bad. Thanks for watching.